Yo, what's up? This video is going to be a bit different than usual if you've watched some of my other stuff, but I was going through my journal. Yes, I actually do have a journal. I know I'm not a teenage girl and I think it's a very good habit, but I'll make a separate video on this maybe. But I randomly just fell upon a specific entry from a while back, which I then read and I'll now read to you. I'll be reading right off the book, so apologies if there isn't much eye contact and non-verbal communication, whatever. But looking back at this, I found it very, very impactful, and it was like a very good revelation. And so I think it would benefit you just from hearing what I said. I'm trying to like look what month it was. I believe it was a couple months ago. Let me see. Oh, it was literally like a month and a half ago. So not that long ago, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting. So anyway, let's have a listen. I woke up last night at 3 or 4 a.m. out of a dream where the moral was about enjoying what you have while you have it. And then I just spiraled. I followed that idea into my own life and I reevaluated some things. So, firstly, I reaffirmed in my brain to a high degree the minute importance of uni compared to the sheer magnitude of importance of my relationships. The simplest way I could rationalize it was this. When I'm 30, 60, 80, and I look back on my life, what will be my memories, regrets, favorite moments, etc. And as a guide, I examine my current self looking back on the last 10 years, memories, regrets, favorite moments, and they're all to do with people. So much so, in fact, that I literally can't remember more than 3 tests in all of school that left any lasting memory, let alone an important one. So, of course, I won't fail the test, and I need to decondition myself of the importance of these marks or numbers and focus on my relationships. Because in addition to the great magnitude of importance, I'm at my youngest, freest, and have the greatest opportunity for relationships right now during uni. Because post uni, most other people will be working 9 to 5s, having no time to forge new connections, eroding their existing ones. And by the way, just to pause, a lot of my friends, my older friends, are having that where I really struggle to hang out with them because they're working full time. Um, but yeah, and by the forces of decreased interactions. Plus, they'll be older, of course. So I really need to cherish this time and reach out to people that matter to me. Like last week was mid-semester break at uni, and I caught up with, and I just listed some people. I'm not going to name them out loud, but I named like 10 different people here. Excellent week. And plus, one of my favorite weeks. Actually, no, my favorite week this year. I need to continue reaching out to people for my own sake of not having a deathbed regret. So I'll pause here because this was like under point one, and I'll read you the point two as well. But I think this is very valuable because if you do the exercise I did, look back on your life and look at what are the standout moments of things that are both the lows and the highs, you'll find they all form around relationships, at least they did for me. And so if that's a result, whether you're in high school or uni or you're even working, I would really implore you to spend more time on those relationships. Reach out to people. That's something I've been doing again now. Like this week, I caught up with a bunch of new people that I haven't done for a while because I've felt motivated by that, but I'm going to make a separate video on that. And I'm loving life again. And it's something that rather than looking forward to the end of the week, I'm looking forward to each day. And yeah, I think regardless of your stage of life, you can definitely draw wisdom from this reflection, and you can look at yourself and think about what truly matters in your life and adjusting your priorities. And of course, like I said in here, I'm not telling you to fail school or to quit your job or whatever, but I'm telling you to change the way that your mind frames the importance of things. And so if this idea does hit for you, I'm building a course at the moment which will level you up step by step in 3 months in your social skills. And so for me, at least, it was part of this process that took me from wishing each day would end to wishing each day would last forever. And I think that's a great magnitude of importance. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, check the first link in description. There's a 50% off pre-sale price going on right now. And yeah, I think I'm gonna just read the next entry now. Well, it's from the same day, but I put them under separate points because they were different thoughts. Okay, so this is like a short one, but it just says, just driving the point in even deeper about seizing the day, dying without regrets, YOLO, etc. Living openly and apologetically is a ticket for peak happiness. And so what I mean by that, I'm just going to pause. I mean that if you really want to be happy, you have to live how you want to live organically, and live true to yourself. I know that sounds super cliche, but I think there's great value in living how you believe you should live, speaking your true thoughts, doing what you find is actually interesting, and not caring about other people's opinions. Because I made a separate video on this, but once you realize that other people are just people too, and that they're not above you, then you start to reevaluate trying to please them. And when you do that, I find you live, at least for me, my life has improved significantly. And the last thing I said here is, oh, and there was a quarter life crisis of I'm only getting older, less energetic, etc. So I should treasure my time now, which is basically the pessimistic side of point 1. So another way, sorry, that was very loud. Another way you can look at point 1 being that, you know, you're at the youngest, freest, most energetic right now, which is true for you, by the way, is the same thing. You're only getting older. And I know it's not something to confront, that you want to confront, but I think it will greatly benefit your life if you realize that and adjust yourself accordingly. So I know this was a deep one, this video, but I do encourage you to think about this. Just listen to the video again if you need to, and heed the advice. Steer your life in the direction that you wish for it to be in, and always think about what you wish to have a lasting memory of as you scroll and you stroll through life's endless abyss. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.